Welcome to Peacevision. We are a portal for positive change. And part of positive change, in my mind, has to do with compassion. And the woman that I'm going to introduce you to right now is an amazingly compassionate person. And it started really with being compassionate with herself. Welcome, Lindbergh.
Oh, thanks, John. So good to be here.
Yeah, well, you had a rough time of it health-wise. You were super successful, had this high-profile job, and then what happened to you and what happened to your body?
Yeah, I was one of those. I'm in my late 40s now. I can't believe I'm saying that out loud. But I was one of those that just worked too darn hard for 20 years in corporate, thinking I could do it all. And I ended up with fibromyalgia and two other chronic health issues that took me from being able to be a high performer in corporate as a consultant to napping 2, 3 hours a day on top of sleeping and never having energy, and going from being able to run half marathons to not even being able to run a mile. So it was
Wow.
yeah, big change, big mind shift for me for sure.
And then you decided to do something about it, and now you're helping other people. How did you get to that place?
Yeah, well, I started thinking about how frustrating it was for me of just the world we live in, and how taking care of ourselves and exercise is so hard to do. So I became obsessed with that topic and came up with this concept of couch to active, which is really how do we break through and get an active lifestyle that'll actually help us smile, because, I don't want to do something I dread. And what I came up with, surprisingly, I didn't intend it to, but it really resonated with the chronic illness community and the blind community. And so most of the folks I work with are also in that same boat of trying to deal with how do I get active when normal doesn't work for me.
Wow, so it's kind of a specialty that you've really zeroed in on based on your own life experience, it sounds like.
Yeah, a little bit by accident, but a lot by that life experience, because it was, again, every time you see join this gym in New Year's or do this, thing or that thing, and it's only, 49.95 plus four payments of whatever.
Feels like a scam. Yeah.
Well, if and it's frustrating because you get to a point where you're like, I've tried it all, and I need something a little more compassionate, and I got so sick of hearing fitness professionals say it's all about priorities, and if you really want it and it's important to you, you'll make it happen. And I was like, well, what about the rest of us who really want it? It's important to us, but we got other things going on. And so that's where I've really dove into that, working with folks who are there in those unique circumstances.
What tools have you developed to help these people, and where can they find them?
I've developed them on Couch to Active. So if you head over to couch2active.com, or just Google me, Lynn Lindbergh, Lyn, one N, Lindbergh. It's super easy to find. Start with the book. The entire program is in the book. And then head over to the Couch to Active podcast, 5 minutes, 5 days a week. We'll get you motivated to move with unusual motivation for the rest of us.
Awesome. Well, you also are married to an unusual man, I understand. Can you tell
Well,
us
yes,
some
I am.
secrets? Can you tell us some secrets about Eric Lindbergh that no one else knows?
He talks to himself all the time. Oh my gosh.
Lovingly?
Yeah, not always.
Not always
No,
lovingly.
sometimes he's,
Okay. No.
no,
Yeah.
no. But he'll be in a room and he's quiet, and I'll walk in the room and immediately he has an IT issue, like the email doesn't work or the screen disappeared. So there's some dirt on Eric for you.
We won't tell anyone. We'll keep that between us.
Yeah, exactly.
Lynn Lindbergh, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all the good that you're doing in the world, make this place a better world for all of us. Thank you so much, Lynn.
Oh, and John, thank you for being here. We appreciate you.